says we're live, so here we go. I guess I'll just go ahead and get started on it. For my Spanish-speaking friends around the world, buenas noches on domingo. All right, so here we go. Hopefully it sounds okay. I know it usually sounds kind of tinny every time I try doing this live thing. So here we go. Starting off with Folsom Prison Blues. I hear that train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on. Well, I hear the whistle blowing on out to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that lonesome whistle, I hang my head and cry. I know this rich folks sitting in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can be free. But those people keep on moving, that's what tortures me. Well, if they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, probably move it on a little farther down the line, or so far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away, blow my blues away. All right, there we go. What we got here? Well, when you guys come on, you have to tell me how it sounds. Is the guitar too high? The voice needs to be turned up? To me, it sounds fine right here, but you guys are the judge out there, so you guys tell me, all right? Well, it doesn't look like I've got anybody who's popped in yet, so we're going to go ahead and move on. Let's take a trip over to Kansas City, shall we? Kansas City. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Well, they got some crazy women and I'm gonna give me one. I'll be standing on the corner at 12th Street and Vine. I'll be standing on the corner at 12th and Vine with my Kansas City baby, and boy, she's really fine. Well, I might take a train, I might take a plane, but if I have to walk, I'm going to get to the same. I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Well, they got some crazy women and I'm gonna give me one. Well, I might take a train, I might take a plane, but if I have to walk, I'm gonna get to the same. I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Well, they got some crazy women and I'm gonna give me one. Well, they got some crazy women and I'm gonna give me one. One more time. Well, they got some crazy women and I'm gonna give me one. There we go. Woo! Kansas City. All right. Well, to move on with one of my releases now. It's one of my releases I released, cover single, Big City. I always joke around with my wife, this is my theme song right here. Alright. Are we running still? Yeah, we're running. It says we're live. I guess this is live, not Memorex. So here we go. For those of you who remember that commercial, there you go. Big City. Here we go. I am tired of this dirty old city. Entirely too much work, never enough play. And I'm tired of these dirty old sidewalks. Think I'll walk off my steady job today. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got, come into me, and keep your retirement, you so-called social security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Been working every day since I was 20. Haven't got a thing to show for anything I've done. There's folks who never work and they've got plenty. Think it's time some guys like me had some fun. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got, come into me, and keep your retirement, your so-called social security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. There we go. Big city. You know, the thing with going live at this time of the day is, I'm sorry, I just had this recollection of the Benny Goodman story go through my mind. And it's like, as they're on the Let's Dance hour, they're sitting there and they're playing, and it shows them back east at 11 p.m. It's like the music's all nice and quiet. And it's just, you know, the college sweethearts sitting there listening to the music. And then as it goes across the country, it's like, it goes to Central Time, and it goes to Mountain Time, and as it gets to Pacific Time, it's like 8 p.m., and they're sitting there, and the band's really jumping at that point, and no one's sitting there listening to the radio anymore. Everyone's out there dancing. Just one of those weird things on me thinking about the time I'm doing this. Everybody on the East Coast and Central States, it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. They're asleep. Most of them probably are. Only us night owls would stay up later all night long, and just like me being a graveyard worker. Let's move on. Love Me. All right, here we go. Do a little Elvis here. Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel. Love me. Break my fickle heart. Tear it all apart. Love me. If you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you, dear only. I would beg and steal just to feel beating close to mine. If you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you, dear only. I would beg and steal just to feel your heart beating close to mine. If you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely, begging on my knees. All I ask is please, please love me. Oh yeah. Woo, there we go. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take on with one of my originals here. I know you guys have heard this quite a bit. I'll Be Right There. You can find this on Spotify, iHeartRadio. No, this is not on Pandora. Well, for whatever reason, my first album's not on Pandora. I don't know why that is. Just know it's on those other streaming services, iTunes, Apple Music. It's out there. You can get it at Amazon. All right. It's this song, and the next song I'm going to do for you is on the album At Grandma's House. All right. There you go. I'll Be Right There. Yes, I wrote this based on a true story. You know, the idea of this song is when we're kids and we're in trouble, we're running from our parents, you know. It's like our parents are after us, and when they're after us, they get that little, come here, I'm going to get you, and you're like, you're running, because you know, as soon as you get caught, you're going to be busted, all right? Well, I wrote this song, and the idea, same idea, with me being God's child of God, and God being my parent, and it's like at that moment, I know I'm in trouble. I've done something where he's like, Elden, come here. I'm like, no. And I'm running. I'm like that little kid again. It's like, what? The thing is God's going to catch you. He is. Just like Jonah. Just like when he told Jonah to go to Nineveh and preach against that city. And the Bible says Jonah ran away from God and hid. And the first time I read that line, I laughed. I'm like, oh. I laughed out loud. I laughed. So here we go. It's just like a fool's errand. You can't run away. There's nowhere to hide. I'll be right there. My wife and I been dragged down by. I just want to get away. The Lord starts to call, pull on my heart, and pulls it every which way. The radio off. I don't want to hear what you have to say to me. I know you're gonna catch me anyway. And get you too. Jonah couldn't run, and I know you can run too. I'm gonna catch you now, just like every child of mine. When you turn to me, my son, I'll be right there. I got away, the radio off. I thought I was free, but wouldn't you know, another man needing a fee. Excuse me, sir, could you help me out with a little change? I tossed him a $5. He said, God loves you. We'll get you too. Jonah couldn't run, and I know you can run too. I'm gonna catch you now, just like every child of mine. When you turn to me, my son, I'll be right there. We'll get toot toot. Joni can run and I know you can run too. I'm gonna catch you now, just like every child of mine. When you turn to me, my son, I'll be right there. When you turn to me, my son, I'll be right there. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Sitting there fighting over something that's just really stupid, really. Fighting over the air and what it is I need to get. I need to get air in the tire, and I'm like, I can't find the nozzle for the compressor at the time. My wife asked me a question, and instead of me just saying, I don't know, blah, 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 and I just go, shut the door. She's like, fine, whatever. I jump in the car, and I take off to go get air down at the gas station. The radio was on, Christian radio. I reach over, I turn it off. I don't want it. I get to the station, the air takes quarters, and I walk in with a $1 bill and say, I'm sitting there, I got a 1 and a 5 in my pocket, and I see this guy, and I'm like, we all know at this point, this guy's gonna ask for money. He's just got that look about him, you know. And I open my wallet, I'm thinking, well, I only need $1 for the air, so I give him the 5. When I give him the 5, he goes, God bless you, sir. God loves you. Just drew like all this attention at us like this. Everybody's looking at us like, and I'm like, well, thank you. I walk in to get the air with $1. I need to get change for the air, and the woman inside, the attendant, says, oh, it's okay, I'll just turn it on for you. So at that moment, I didn't even need the $1 for the air. Just she turned it on for me. I got air. I went outside. The gentleman I handed the 5 to just nodded at me. And I've never seen him again to this day. And this is a local gas station. You know how when you see the same people all the time? Well, this person I have never seen before that, and I have not seen him since. And I mean, it fits that biblical narrative where sometimes we're entertaining angels unaware. It's like, or when Joseph's sitting there looking for his brothers, and, you know, I'm talking about Joseph, Jacob's son, Joseph of many colors. When he sits there and he's looking for his brothers, the man sitting there, he says, what are you looking for? Some people believe that was an angel directing him to go where his brothers were when they tossed him into the pit. Which ended up, you know, ultimately saved Israel by going, you guys know the story. Here we go. The next song I'd like to do for you is The Dream. Enough about that last one. The Dream is a song I wrote based on a conversation that my grandmother had with me when I was 5 years old. All right. And yeah, I remember it because it's just one of those things. We're watching TV, the big old black and white TV, and she says, EJ, one of these days we're going to see you on there, you know. And I have pictures of me walking around strumming a guitar at that time. And one of my favorite people to listen to was Johnny Cash. That's right. So, had an album, the Sun Records album. And all these years later, I didn't know that it wasn't the actual Sun album. It was the re-released Sun album. And the guy, I can't remember the guy's name that bought the Sun label. But had re-released that stuff in '69. So the album I had was from the re-release from '69. Had all the famous stuff on it. Hey Porter, I Walk the Line, Folsom Prison Blues, Cry, 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 stuff like that. Big River. So here we go. The Dream. I was 5 years old. Dreamed of being a star. I used to hear the music on the tape or in the car. Walked around singing, strumming the guitar. It was given to me one day. That's also out there. You can stream it, get it on iTunes, Amazon. It's available. Also off of the album at Grandma's house. Let's do a party favorite now, okay? Let's move it along here with the old favorite right here. And I know I did this last week, but it's like I said, I'm working on the set list that I've been working on to do somewhere. Okay? And while I'm waiting to do it somewhere, I figure I'll do it for you right here. Here we go. Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All them tourists are covered with the woe. Strumming my six string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again a Margaritaville. Searching for my lost Shangri-La soul. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's nobody's fault. I don't know the reason. Stay here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, Mexican cutie. How I got here, I haven't a clue. Wasted away again a Margaritaville. Searching for my lost Shangri-La soul. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I think, hell, it could be my fault. Blew up my flip-flop, stepped on a pop top, cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, soon it will render. Frozen concoction, the hell's may hang on. Wasting away again a Margaritaville. Searching for my lost Shangri-La song. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's my own damn fault. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's my own damn fault. Okay, now this is for the guys right here. Alternate ending. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know, yes, it's her damn fault. You know, I've been working on that the last few days, trying to memorize that. It's like I had it down earlier. Perfect. What is it, man? Okay, here we go. Working Man Blues. Another song got released out there. Got it released out there as a single. So, Working Man Blues. Okay, cover. Merle Haggard. Here we go. Well, it's a big job just getting by with 9 kids and a wife. Been working man. You know, I thought I shut off all the alarms. Apparently not. Yeah. It's a big job just getting by with 9 kids and a wife. Been working dang near all my life, but I'll be working as long as my 2 hands are there to use. Well, I drink my beer in a tavern, sing a little bit of this working band. Well, I keep my nose on a grindstone, work hard every day. Might get a little tired after the weekend from my pay, but I go back working. Come Monday morning, I'm right back with the crew. Well, I drink a little bigger that evening, sing a little bit of this working band. Sometimes I'll think about leaving, do a little bumming around. Throw my bills out the window, get straight to another town, but I go back working. Gotta buy my kids a brand new pair of shoes. Well, I drink my beer in a tavern, try a little bit of these working band. Hey, working man like me. Ain't never been a welfare, there's one place I won't be, 'cause I'll be working. Lost my 2 hands are empty. Well, I drink my beer in a tavern, sing a little bit of these working band. Well, I drink my beer in a tavern, cry a little bit of these working band. Songs for the working man. Hey, I see I got somebody out there. How you doing? Oh, I had somebody. Well, I had somebody there for a moment and then they're gone. So I'm going to go ahead and go on with the next song here. Another one of my own. Off the new album, A Piece of Clay. It's Who Ripped Me Off. I wrote this back in 2015, and I'll tell you, with all the prices going up lately, it's just very apropos to what it is we're going through. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Prices are just going sky high. Who ripped me off? Ready? Here we go. I remember when the dollar went farther than it does, and it was going to be more than enough. Big is small, small is petite, cost is higher all the time. Who ripped me off? Oh, who ripped me off? Used to be more on my plate. Where is the garnish that used to come with my food? Now it's just too bare. So please tell me who ripped me off. Gasoline used to be under $1. Now we cheer when it's 3. Now we're looking for a different set of bills, 'cause the cost is higher than it was. Who ripped me off? Oh, who ripped me off? Used to be more on my plate. Where is the garnish that used to come with my food? Now it's just too bare. So please tell me who ripped me off. So please tell me who ripped me off. Who ripped me off? No, it's not in there. What did I do? I thought I had it. Oh well. Ooh. Okay, where are we at? Monsoon. You know, it's been cool, it's been hot, it's been cool, it's been hot. And then it seems like every time it gets hot and this song comes up, I'm like, yeah, that's the reason why. This song came about because one time I was recording back in the cave, and it was July, end of July, almost August. It was like this summer storm come through and just made it just hot, sticky, and it just reminded me of the monsoonal weather systems that you get in East Arizona. Like when we were coming home from Alamogordo, New Mexico one time, and we hit a monsoonal weather. It was like traffic all slowed down to like 25 miles an hour on the freeway. And the storm happened so fast, it just like came out from nowhere, opened up a ton of rain, then it was gone. And it just kind of reminds me of every time it happens like that with summer storms, it seems like somewhere in Arizona, they get some flooding. Monsoon, here we go. Again, you can find this everywhere, including Pandora. All right, monsoon. Crashes with lightning, look out, fires about. Monsoon, monsoon, monsoon. Rain is falling in buckets now. 3 inches too much. There's a flash flood coming. Look out below. Monsoon, 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 monsoon. Rain is falling in buckets now. 3 inches too much. There's a flash flood coming. Look out below. Monsoon, monsoon, monsoon. Monsoon, 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 monsoon. Leaves as fast as it can, blow and dust around. Monsoon, monsoon, monsoon. There we go. Monsoon. It's out there as a single. It's also out there on a piece of clay. All right. Now I'm going to go on with another release of that. But for whatever reason, this song, I do not have this memorized. It's like every time I try working on it, it's like I just can't seem to remember where to put my chords for some crazy reason. So here we go. Lonesome Town. And this is also out there released as a single. Alright? From Ricky Nelson. Lonesome Town. There's a place where lovers go, cry their troubles away, and they call it Lonesome Town, where the broken hearts stay. You can buy a dream or two, last you all through the years, and the only price you'll pay is a heart full of tears. Going down to Lonesome Town, where the broken hearts stay. Going down to Lonesome Town, cry my troubles away. In the town of broken dreams, the streets are filled with regret. Maybe down in Lonesome Town, I can learn to forget. Going down to Lonesome Town, where the broken hearts stay. Going down to Lonesome Town, cry my troubles away. In the town of broken dreams, the streets are filled with regret. Maybe down in Lonesome Town, I can learn to forget. Maybe down in Lonesome Town, I can learn to forget. Yeah, there we go. Lonesome Town. Let's go ahead and set up that next one I'm going to need later. Alright, there we go. And now I'll just bring this back to my set list. Where did the set list go? There it is. There it is. My set list. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, yeah. Mama Tried. No self-explanation on that one. You know, the only thing is it's like I sit there and I listen to Merle Haggard do this song, and it's like, it reminds me of when I grew up at the Lilac Trailer Park in Rialto. When I was, the first place I can remember was probably that place. It's probably about 3.5, 4 years old. And it was right next to the railroad tracks. So the train would come by all the time. But one of the things about it was the drive-through dairy around the corner, out on the Lilac. Now, my mom would try and get me to take a nap at that time, and she'd sit there and she would take a nap herself because she was exhausted, and she would set the child lock. Of course, at that time, I believe she was pregnant with my sister, so it's like she would sit there and she would put the child lock on so I couldn't get out. I would be taking a nap, she'd be taking a nap, and I'd wake up. And when I woke up, it's like, well, she's taking a nap. And I would get up on a chair and undo the child lock and take my tricycle and go for a little ride over to the dairy. Now, mind you, this means crossing the street and the railroad tracks to get to the dairy on my trike. Now, I don't remember that part of the trip, but the lady told my mom that she saw me riding right down the double yellow lane of the street But I went into the dairy because my dad would always get a 6-pack of beer and 2 packages of Planters peanuts, little bags. So I figured, hey, I'm going to get myself a package of Planters peanuts because I like the peanuts too. And when I grabbed it, the lady working at the store goes, hey, where are you going? I said, well, I'm getting some peanuts. She goes, no, you can't have those. So what she did in exchange was she gave me a big old sugar cookie. I mean, I'm talking about the big sugar cookies, back in the day. And then my mom came and got me, and, got my rear end tarred, and she broke my sugar cookie. Here we go. Mama tried. First thing never knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing, and the youngest dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No wanting to be right, but Mama tried. One only rebel child from a family meek and mild, my mama seemed to know what lay in store. In spite of my Sunday learning, with a bad I kept on turning, till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. I turned 21 in prison to a life without parole. Wanting to be right, but Mama tried to raise me better. For a bleeding 99, leaves only me to blame, cause Mama tried. Daddy rest his soul, left the mama heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. I turned 21 in prison to a life without parole. Wanted to be right, but Mama tried to raise me better. For bleeding 99, leaves only me to blame, cause Mama tried. I turned 21 in prison to a life without parole. Wanting to be right, but Mama tried to raise me better. For bleeding 99, leaves only me to blame, cause Mama tried. Well, it leaves only me to blame, cause Mama tried. Yeah, there we go. Mama tried. Speaking of Mama, I'm going to move on to another one of my originals here. Too Bad. I remember when I was working on this song, and my wife Linda says, what are you doing? I said, well, I need a train song. She goes, a train song? I go, yeah, I need a train song. I don't have a train song of my own in my repertoire. I said, I can't think of nothing better than taking Mama, putting her in prison, coming home on a train, and being in prison for robbing a bank. Now, my mom really did not do all that, but I said, if I'm going to do a train song, that's what I need to do. Take Mama, put her in prison after robbing a bank, and now she's coming home from prison. Here we go. Too Bad. I had the pleasure, not only is this on my first album at Grandma's house, but I had the pleasure of doing this song at the Ryman Auditorium in the recording studio that they have there back in 2015. It was like It's $25 to record in there one of your own songs. $20 to record a cover, but $25 to record your own. Now, when I did that trip at the time with my wife when we went out, I didn't have my guitar with me, but I saw in the little brochure that they had a guitar that you can borrow if you wanted to use the guitar. So I took my sheet music in with me, my capo, because I had my capo with me for whatever crazy reason, and I recorded the song in that studio. So I got it on a CD somewhere, but you can get it. It's on at Grandma's house. It's out there. You can stream it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you like to stream music. Too Bad. Here we go. The eastbound trains are coming down the Tennessee line. Well, I know the trains are coming, bringing Mama back in time. Here she comes. I know she learned her lesson sitting in that jail, sweet could not afford to go and post her bill. Too bad. Went to California to spend a little time out on a rocky island. You can't spend a dime. Here she goes. I know she learned her lesson sitting in that chill. We could not afford to go and post her bill. Too bad. I told her mama they're coming when she went to rob that bank. She said, son, get it going. Gonna take the blame this time. Get along. She learned a lesson sitting in the jail, 'cause we could not afford to go and post her bill. Too damn bad. I know she learned her lesson sitting in the jail, 'cause we could not afford to go and post her bill. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad, mama. There we go. Too bad. Now I see I got another person back. How about that? Welcome. All right. Well, let me see here. Where are we at? Oh. See, what good does a list do? I passed over the other song. Passed over 20 years ago. 20 years ago is a song I wrote as well. It's on the first album as well, at Grandma's House. 20 years ago, talked about us being a throwaway society. I had a conversation with the gas company guy one time. Came over to the house. And we were talking about just people just throwing things away, but they don't work anymore. To the point of even throwing away relationships. So that's where, instead of working out the problems, they just say, I'm just divorced, I'm out of here. And that's where the idea of this song came from 20 years ago. Here we go. We've become a throwaway society. Something doesn't work, just get new. What in the world, where are we gonna start? How much ground are we gonna go through? Take a look in the mirror and see what you do. The woman you love, she still loves you. Take another look in the mirror. You ain't the same man she married 20 years ago. I drive this old truck every day, fix it each time when it breaks. Someone will just say, sell that piece of junk. When we do, won't stop with stuff. Take a look in the mirror and see what you do. The woman you love, she still loves you. Take another look in the mirror. You ain't the same man she married 20 years ago. You ain't the same man she married 20 years ago. And there we go. 20 years ago. Yep. Well, looks like I lost them again. I don't know. Here we go. We'll move on with another song I've been working on, memorizing here. Hello Walls. Written by Willie Nelson, released by Fair and Young. It's one of my favorites here. Maybe one of these days I'll release it. I don't know. We'll see. Hello Wall. How things go for you today? Don't you miss her? Since she up and walked away. Well, I bet you drift to spend another lonely night with me. Lonely walks, I'll keep you company. Hello, window. Well, I see that you're still here. Aren't you lonely? Since our darling disappeared, we'll look here, shed a teardrop in the corner of your pain. Now don't you try to tell me that it's rain. She went away and left us all alone, the way she planned. Well, I guess we'll have to learn to get along without her if we can. Hello, silly. I'm gonna stare at you a while. You know I can't sleep. So won't you bear with me a while? We must all stick together, or else I'll lose my mind. I've got a feeling she'll be gone a long, long time. Oh yes, we must all stick together, or else I'll lose my mind. I've got a feeling she'll be gone a long, long time. Woo! There we go. Hello, walls. Now then, the next one I'd like to take you on with is my cover of Before the Next Teardrop Falls. This is for all my Spanish-speaking friends around the world here, all of them. So, you know, it's one thing to sing the song, but yes, for those of you who are waiting, I'm going to do that verse in Spanish, or at least my attempt at it. It always makes my wife laugh, because my wife speaks fluently, fairly fluently. Here we go. If it brings you happiness, then I wish you all the best. It's your happiness that matters most of all. But if he ever breaks your heart, if the teardrops ever start, I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. I'll be there anytime you need me by your side to dry away every teardrop that you cry. And if he ever leaves you blue, just remember I love you. I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Sing together, river a tine felicidad. Ese lo más bueno por los dos. Ese te amore a mí, felicidad. Siguiendo que cuando triste está, I'll be there anytime you need me by your side to dry away every teardrop that you cry. And if he ever leaves you blue, just just remember I love you. I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. And I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Yeah, there we go. Before the next teardrop falls. All right, now I'm going to take you on with 3 more of my originals here, all right? I'm going to, the next 3, starting off in this next 3 with one of my own. This song, I wrote this song based on, there was a bunch of, what was it, school shootings, college shootings going on. Name one, I know. Seems like it does every time you turn around, it's somewhere. And then now it's supermarkets and churches. What was it the other day it was a hookah lounge. You name it. The name of the song's Put That Gun Away. Self-explanatory. Here we go. We've already heard about anger and pain. How he killed his brother Abel in a fit of rage. Also heard about how Lucy was the best. So sin was not in his heart. Being beautiful was not enough. Why can't we talk things over? Why can't we find a way? Well, I understand you're upset, but there has to be a better way. Damn it, son, put that gun away. You think we would have learned that a gun doesn't help a thing, just creates a bigger problem for every human being. Even fighters of old knew the cost of getting involved. At the end of the day, the deed was never done. Why can't we talk things over? Why can't we find a way? Well, I understand you're upset, but there has to be a better way. Damn it, son, put that gun away. This isn't war, we shoot ourselves. This is just a bet that we can evolve into something better that was done before. And give it to God before it leads to our fall. Why can't we talk things over? Why can't we find a way? Well, I understand you're upset. There has to be a better way. Damn it, son, put that gun away. Why can't we talk things over? Why can't we find a way? Well, I understand you're upset, but there has to be a better way. Damn it, son, put that gun away. Said, damn it, son, put that gun away. Put that gun away. Amen? Amen. All right, I'm going to move on with the second to the last song. The Promises Died. This song's based on a person going through divorce and just the dark time that is. I was sitting there one time and I was listening to my dad talk to my ex-mother and father-in-law, talking about describing my situation. And it was like, listening to him talk about it, I was like, wow. Apparently he does know what it's like. Well, of course he would. He'd gone through it himself. The Promises Died. Here we go. Found out today my baby went away. She left a note, said I had to won't see me cry, 'cause she won't be around anymore. I cleaned her dresser drawer, the box on the floor, the stamp on the front, right next to I love you. The address said, I hope you find me in Timbuktu, where the promises died when she walked out the door. She won't see me cry, she won't be around anymore. Promises died when she walked out the door. She won't see me cry, she won't be around anymore. She won't be around anymore. She won't be around anymore. There we go. I know that second verse, my wife told me when she heard it. She says, that second verse doesn't make sense. I go, well, when you're going through that, it doesn't make sense. That's the idea. Nothing really makes sense at that point. Just like my dad said. He's in a dark fog right now. Seems like a bad dream. But when he's done and this is all over, he's going to come out. He's going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And he's going to see he came out of that fog into the light. And I'm like, this is my dad speaking. I'm like, that was kind of weird. And that, I mean, yeah, I'd never heard him say that kind of thing before, but that was new. It's weird that I remember him saying that. Of course, my wife would probably say, no, it's not. All right, I'm going to leave you with this last song. I see we've taken just a little over an hour, so I was really wanting to see how the time was on this. I didn't figure it was worth an hour of material, but with me talking all the time, you know. Here we go. This last song, Goodbye to You. I wrote this when I came back from Nashville, when Linda and I went out there to go see Joey and Rory, and see Nashville, and go see Memphis, visit with Pete and Janice, and so it was like, you know, and this song, I was just inspired after the trip, and I wrote this song, Goodbye to You. All right? No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving. This is just the song and the inspiration of what I got. Here we go. And I happen to like this song. It's one of my favorites out of the ones I've written. Here we go. Not very long, but it's a good one. Well, I said to my girl that I'm leaving, tired of what it is I do, so I think I'll walk the Nashville road, go out and see what I can do. She said, I'm tired of your white crying moment, what about everything you do, so get out what you still can do, go to hell, goodbye to you. I said, that's not exactly what I meant, dear. No, my love for you is true, but I'm just tired of what it is I do here. It's made me so sad and so blue. She said, I'm tired of your white crying home. What about everything you do? So get out what you still can do. Go to hell, goodbye to you. Said, I'm tired of your white crying home. What about everything you do? So get out what you still can do. Go to hell, goodbye to you. goodbye to you. Go to hell, goodbye to you. There we go. Goodbye to you. So like I said, I did that song, and she's like, "What? What are you saying?" I go, it's just a song. Just a song I was inspired to write. So, well, I hope you guys had fun today. The two of you who dropped in, and if there's more who sing this afterwards, excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't give a little notification I was going to go live, so here I am live, and here I am all by myself. So, I hope you guys had a blessed time, and enjoy this when you see it on the repeat. All right? And hopefully, I'll get out there and do this actually for somebody other than just hear the video. God bless you all. Bye, con Dios, and good night. I'll see you next time.